こんなとこまでよく来たな。何か欲しいものがあったらポイントと交換してやるぜ。
Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero and welcome to Smith's Shop. It's something that we've been working forward to for a long time. As you can see here, we have the food that I was talking about. I'll get into detail about that later, but we can feed that to several players that we have to increase their level. We have here a ticket information booth, which we can use to buy new tournaments that we can compete in. We have here also trading cards, which we can buy. The points are points you accumulate from winning tournaments and stuff like that. And as you can see, trading cards are just images of the images you see throughout the game when you smash, serve, win a game, use a special, stuff like that. Conveniently, we actually got all three of our singles players. We got a card from them, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and move on to the right over here. We have this jukebox thing, which doesn't do anything, which is cool, I guess. And finally, we have official goods. I'm not gonna buy that one. That one costs an arm and a leg. Just gonna buy this one because I don't know what it is and it's cheaper. But these are just goods that you can have on the bottom screen that are character specific. I don't really want to get into too much detail about that. But this is what we've been working for this entire time. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Let's play a match. Hey everyone, welcome back to Prince of Tennis 2005 Crystal Drive. We are in the first round of the National Singles Tournament. We're ironically taking on Muramachi, who was the second singles player that we managed to use, if you recall, a while back in the area singles tournament, actually. We're using Yanagi Renji, who is from the Yellow School. I can never say their name. It's like, I always say Riki Riki, but I'm pretty sure that's the wrong way to say it. It might be Riki Daiki? Something around those lines. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use him today. It's a pretty solid character. His stats are actually really... Damn it. It's a nice drop. As you can see, his stats are actually pretty well-rounded, actually. They're actually really good. And his specials are actually not half bad. Oh, well, poop. Alright, there we go. Even though that move was impossible for any of the computers to return, I managed to return it pretty easily just now. Okay, calm down, buddy. Don't need to be smashing shit on me right now. I'm a little rusty, so hopefully things don't end up too badly. Let's see if I can build up my super gauge, or C gauge, actually to be exact, so that I can use one of his specials. Now, if I remember correctly, one of them is from here, from the baseline. Nope. That's not what it was. Oh, right, because they're taunt specials there. I have a little notebook right here to my left, or rather to my right, that has the specials. Whoops. That has all the specials written down. So I'm going to try and see if I can multitask a bit. There we go. I actually fucked up because I did it too late. There's that one. Use it behind the baseline. I guess I should more or less explain. It'll be better off if I explain sort of what Renji is all about. Renji's sort of, if I remember correctly, he used to be, oh man, Inui's doubles partner when they were growing up. But they're basically rivals. They're sort of friends, but they're basically rivals, and especially since they both use data tennis, which is fuck. I am really rusty. Shit. Which is a term that comes up a lot in the series, and basically what it comes down to is the player that's using data tennis, they accumulate a lot of data about their opponents, right down to, you know, their provinces and rackets and, you know, serves and just about anything that they can get their hands on data-wise. Jesus, how many freaking specials did you have, man? What the fuck? What kind of bullshit is this? Yeah, they just gather as much information as they can, and they'll try to use it against you. So that's why pretty much all of Yanagi's, or I guess Renji's specials are all based around that simple principle. So his first special, as you can see, there was a little indicator or target on my opponent's side of the field. And now, if I remember correctly, alright, I'm gonna try and hit this over there. What I believe that does is that forces my opponent to come to that spot no matter what. I think that's what it is. I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't seem to be working. Or maybe I think when I try to smash the ball, I'm not entirely sure. I'll figure that one out. But he has a lot of specials like that. For example, he has one that doesn't let your opponent use any of their specials for, I believe, the entire point or maybe the entire game. I'm not entirely sure about that. But he has a seal that does that. He can he has a return of service, which is some crazy backhand that he has. Let's see if I can do that in his turn. Yeah, as you can see, Muramachi also has his own data times. I never really used it a lot when I played with him. I only used it maybe once or twice. But yeah, I didn't go ahead and figure out what his first special is, but I'm gonna go ahead and try and use his second special if this guy can just stop spamming specials for like 2 seconds. Alright, there we go. I believe this one turns all my opponent's hits into lobs. Ugh, it's so confusing. But, I mean, I don't know exactly which is which, but I do know one of them forces all my opponent's hits to be lobs down the middle, and the other one forces my opponent, I think, to move, to always be in the middle of the, I was going to say the ring, to be in the middle of the court. Now, you're probably wondering, what the hell does learning about your opponent and, you know, learning about their tendencies and their characteristics and attributes and stuff like that have to do with, you know, forcing them to lob the ball? But I don't really have an answer for you, aside from the fact that it's anime, so I can't really do anything about that. He also has a lob defense, so if you try to lob the ball over him, he'll just smash the ball right into the net. Which I think it turns it into a net court. I'm not entirely sure. I'm probably not gonna be able to see that unless I can trigger both the lobbying special and the other one together. But I don't know. We'll see if I can do that. I should try and see if I can use his return special. But I actually no. I don't have enough. I don't have enough super gauge for that because that requires 3. So maybe after this point, I'll be able to do it. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna try and do it now. I think I have to be behind the baseline for it. And it has to be to my backhand side. It's really obnoxious and specific. I don't think I'm gonna get it just because it's special. Yeah, no. I had to move to the right a little more. Because it has to be, you have to be behind the baseline to get this. It has to be the opponent's turn so they can serve the ball. And it has to go to your backhand side. So basically, I just have to position myself pretty perfectly. And as you can see, that did not work out too great. So, alright, so we're just going to go ahead and put a pin in that for right now. Actually, I don't know why exactly I've put off on using Renji. I guess I was just, I don't know. I kind of figured that using him wouldn't be really as bad as maybe using any of the other characters I used. Oh, okay, this one. There you go. So, as you can see, all his balls, except for his specials, naturally. Actually, now that he uses special, specials cancel out all the seals and stuff that I put in that point. But if I were to do it now, I don't know if this is the right one. Yeah, all his balls after this one, if you can get it, they're just naturally going to come lobs right towards the middle of the net. Or not the middle of the net, the middle of the field. But as you can see, he used another special, which canceled it out once again. But you guys get the general idea. And that was using it mid-court, or at least in front of this back line where I serve from, which is called the baseline. That's where you use that. So I'm going to assume that the other one, which is behind the baseline, is the one that pulls my opponent towards the middle of the court, which is a really weird and odd special. But let me see if I can get it to work now. There you go, there's that thing. Or maybe that just forces all my shots to go there. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, you can see him sort of move towards that direction, so I'm not entirely sure. I mean, if anything, I'll look it up after this match, and I'll try and figure it out. Cause damn it, so close. I can't actually remember at the moment. What's the score? 2-2, alright, and you really need to step my game up. Alright, but yeah, that's all there is really to know for me to say about Renji. He's a pretty good character in this game. His specials aren't half bad. He doesn't really have any sort of offensive specials, which I guess is okay. You can just play some pretty defensive tennis. Or you could just, you know, not really use his specials too much and just go semi-offensively, since, you know, he has good power, you know, speed, and really solid stats just about everywhere where it matters. So, whoops, that sucks. A service netcord, that's like the biggest FU. That's like the fact that that's nearly impossible, first of all, because, you know, serves come in so fast that for you to be able to get a netcord like that, the ball must have been hit really light off the serve. So one, the server is like, well, I hit the ball like a pansy, so there's that. Two, there's almost no way that the server can get a netcord unless it's right in front of me, let alone I was across court from where he was serving. So it's nearly impossible for somebody to know that, or not even for somebody to know that. Maybe if somebody knew beforehand that the netcord would happen, maybe they could run up and get it. But to just catch it on, you know, on the fly and manage to somehow magically run up there is literally just about impossible. So I'm pretty close to reaching my super, actually, since he's used I can be like, there's another netcord. Since he's used his just about like 2 or 3 times already. Let's see if I can get some taunts so I can bring it up. I think it's this taunt. Yeah, because they have the shit talking taunt where they actually say words. That one of those brings up your C gauge, and then there's the other one that brings up your super gauge. Because there's the shit talking one, and there's the one where they just pant. That's not it. That was a swing. All right, there we go. You use it with to taunt. It's L and Y or R and Y. So let's try. Oh fuck! I always do that by accident when I'm trying to taunt. I end up just standing around and I don't move to enjoy the ball after a serve, because you have to like sort of wait until the like game is in, or not the game, the ball is in motion. Okay, there you go. It's R and Y. You have to wait till like the ball is in motion before you can just start taunting like crazy. You can't just serve and start taunting immediately, which is a really interesting feature. Let's see if maybe I can do it now, which is really annoying because I can't really see myself. Oh, that should have been it. That's really lame. Alright, I'll try it one more time. I might also be reading it wrong. I'm not telling you. I can't get it off this serve because he just won't let me. So now, maybe this time he won't use the social and be able to do it right. I don't know. It's really difficult to position myself. God damn it, man! Stop it with that shit. Ah, fucked up. Alright, whatever. It doesn't matter. Presumably after this he should lose. Nope, he hasn't lost it yet. It's really starting to piss me off. Nope, that wasn't it. Oh god. I don't know. I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to do it just because of his special, and just the fact that he doesn't really serve that I guess far. So I don't know. Unless it's in front of the baseline, but I doubt that. I wrote on my notes. I try to like just write like shorthand so I could just kind of look at it and know what to do. But for like the placing of that one, I just wrote BBB. So what I remember, because I wrote this a long time ago, what I remember it is, oh fuck, it's supposed to be one of the B's is behind the baseline, the other one is, you know, backhand, or rather 2 of the B's are behind and baseline. So that's what I'm assuming BBB is for. Behind the baseline, backhand is where I have to use this special. So, go ahead and try this one more time. Oh, there we go. Great, I did it. And it's just, oh, right, the wind one. So yeah, he just throws like a gust of wind from his backhand. And if I believe if the opponent tries to come, for example, like from the sides, trying to hit the ball, I think the gust of wind pushes him away. But just like that, we've managed to win our first match in the National Singles Tournament. And we advanced to the quarterfinals after taking on Muramachi. No hard feeling, bro. I'd say we did pretty good. Wow. He did literally 3 times as many specials as we did. That's a lot. Especially since just about all of my specials were actually most of them didn't even work out, and most of them were just, you know, how do I say this? Like non-offensively. All of his were just pure all offense. So managed to take him down pretty handily. My service is pretty low because that double fault accidentally had. But anyways, let's go ahead and see who we're gonna take on in the quarterfinals before we end this up. Ah, hello. It's this guy. This guy is the brother of Headband-kun. I believe we called him Kisihara or Kisaru. We'll find out next episode. See you soon. Hey everyone, it's CurlyHairedHero once again. We unlocked Smith's shop for one specific region, which is back here in this closet here, which presumably is quote-unquote a bathroom, but it's actually Smith's underground tennis tournament. Basically how it works, you get points for playing games and stuff and tournaments and such in the game, and in this mode, he'll randomly choose a pair of a player and a coach, 2 pairs of those, and you can bet on who you think is going to win. And they'll play a match first to 2, and if you win, you double your earnings. If you lose your points. So basically, I'm just gonna do this at the end of the video from now on. So try to pick who you think is gonna win. Gonna go ahead and pick Shishido.